Hello, everybody. This is Joey from NCLEX-RN in Focus. Thank you for hanging in there, and I apologize for not releasing a video for quite some time because I got busy at work. So anyway, as promised, I'm giving you the answers and rationales to the previous video I've released. So here we go. Number 1. The nurse hears a client calling out for help, hurries down the hallway to the client's room, and finds the client lying down on the floor. The nurse performs an assessment, assists the client back to bed, notifies the primary healthcare provider, and completes an occurrence report. Which statement should the nurse document on the occurrence report? A. The client fell out of bed. B. The client climbed over the side rails. C. The client was found lying on the floor. D. The client became restless and tried to get out of the bed. The answer to this question is letter C. Rationale. The occurrence report should contain a factual description of the occurrence, any injuries experienced by those involved, and the outcome of the situation. Number 2, the nurse who works on the night shift enters the medication room and finds a coworker with a tourniquet wrapped around the upper arm. The coworker is about to insert a needle attached to a syringe containing a clear liquid into the antecubital area. Which is the most appropriate action by the nurse? A. Call security. B. Call the police. C. Call the nursing supervisor. D. Lock the coworker in the medication room until help is obtained. Answer is letter C. Rationale. Nurse Practice Acts require reporting impaired nurses. The Board of Nursing has jurisdiction over the practice of nursing and may develop plans for treatment and supervision of the impaired nurse. This occurrence needs to be reported to the nursing supervisor, who will then report to the Board of Nursing and other authorities, such as the police, as required. The nurse may call security if a disturbance occurs, but no information in the question supports this need. Number 3, a hospitalized client tells the nurse that an instructional directive is being prepared and that the lawyer will be bringing the document to the hospital today for witness signatures. The client asks the nurse for assistance in obtaining a witness to the will. Which is the most appropriate response to the client? A. I will sign as a witness to your signature. B. You will need to find a witness on your own. C. Whoever is available at the time will sign as a witness for you. D. I will call the nursing supervisor to seek assistance regarding your request. The answer is letter D. Rationale. Instructional directives, living wills, are required to be in writing and signed by the client. The client's signature must be witnessed by specified individuals or notarized. Laws and guidelines regarding instructional directives vary from state to state, and it is the responsibility of the nurse to know the laws. Many states prohibit any employee, including the nurse, of a facility where the client is receiving care from being a witness. Number 4, which identifies accurate nursing documentation notation. Select all that apply. A. The client slept through the night. B. Abdominal wound dressing is dry and intact without drainage. C. The client seemed angry when awakened for vital sign measurement. D. The client appears to become anxious when it is time for respiratory treatments. E. The client's left lower medial leg wound is 3 centimeters in length without redness, drainage, or edema. Answers are letter E, A, letter B, and E. Rational. Factual documentation contains descriptive, objective information about what the nurse sees, hears, feels, or smells. The use of inferences without supporting factual data is not acceptable because it can be misunderstood. The use of vague terms such as seems or appears is not acceptable because these words suggest that the nurse is stating an opinion. C and D are comparable or alike and include vague terms. Number 5. The nurse employed in a hospital is waiting to receive a report from the laboratory via the FASIMA machine. The fax machine activates and the nurse expects the report, but instead receives a sexually oriented photograph. Which is the most appropriate initial nursing action? A. Call the police. B. Cut up the photograph and throw it away. C. Call the nursing supervisor and report the occurrence. D. Call the laboratory and ask for the name of the individual who sent the photograph. Answer is letter C. Rational. Ensuring a safe workplace is a responsibility of an employing institution. Sexual harassment in the workplace is prohibited by state and federal laws. Sexually suggestive jokes, touching, pressuring a coworker for a date, and an open displays of or transmitting sexually oriented photographs or posters are examples of conduct that could be considered sexual harassment by another coworker or another worker, and it is an abusive behavior. If the nurse believes that he or she is being subjected to unwelcome sexual conduct, these concerns should be reported to the nursing supervisor immediately.